A true friend is like a mirror that reflects your best self and calls out your flaws with love and honesty. If that true friend, the personality you consider as a true friend, is unable to determine or to tell you to your face that my boy, my brother, my sister, this which you have done is not good, do it like this, your attitude like this is not correct, do it like this, that's a bad friend. Be very careful. They have bad energy. You need to distance yourself from them. A friend who cannot tell you, look at you in the face and tell you that this thing that you did is not correct, that's a bad friend. If I will encourage you, be it good or bad, that go ahead, just do it, he cannot tell you that this decision you took is not the best, do it like this. It's not a true friend. On Friday we reflected about loyalty, and so many of you came into my inbox and telling me that I did so well, I inspired somebody. That's what we want. That's what we want. That loyalty does not exist. Very few people are loyal today. So let's talk about, that's what we are talking about today, about friendship. Who do you consider as a true friend? Is it the one who comes only when things are good, or the one who is there during the rainy season and dry season? All right, our next picture this morning. A true friend is when two friends can walk in opposite directions yet remain side by side. You may disagree to agree. That's what life is. Do not disagree to disagree forever. Learn to disagree to agree. You may have different opinions about things, but you stick to what you feel. If you try A, say, okay, my idea is good but not too good, let's try on a B. If we try A, it's not good, we try on B, it's not good. Okay, we have tried our two ideas, none of them worked. What do we do now? You change your tactics. So you might look in life, you might look about life in opposite directions, but then you remain as true friends. Our next picture this morning. A true friend doesn't care if you are broke, upset, what you wear, if your house is a mess, or if your family is filled with crazy people. They love you for who you are. Whether you come from a family where you're the only normal person, that friend of yours, that true friend of yours, will not care that he's my friend. That's where it comes from. If he's the only one who is normal, let's go ahead and walk out as a friend. Whether your friend is rich or poor, he still remains your friend. Some of you, when you get money, you forget about your friends, those who were there with you during the difficult times, because according to you, money is everything, right? That's not it. It's important to have true friends, those who can stick and stand by you in times of difficulties, when the whole world will say no, and he will stand by you to say, yes, I believe in you. It's important for us to have at least one person that believes in us. All right, our last picture this morning is who is a real friend. He forgets your bad, remembers the good, inspires you, encourages you, never puts you down, deliberately makes you smile. Who is that true friend of yours? When you see that true friend, even if you are at your dullest moment, you smile. Who is that true friend of yours who has always been encouraging you that do not give up? Keep on striving. When the world tells you you cannot do it, when your family tells you you cannot do it, who is that true friend who stood by you to encourage you, to inspire you that I believe you can do it? Keep your head high. Do not give up. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, as we go about our daily preoccupation, as we light up the flame of this week, which of course in the Christian calendar, it is the Holy Week, we should learn to inculcate the habit of having true friends. It might not be a girl, it might not be a boy. Choose which of them you could have as a true friend. Before your wife start complaining that, how can you have a best friend as a girl? Before your husband start complaining that, how can you have a best friend as a boy? That's where we find ourselves. When the man fails us, what do? We run to a woman that will feel that that woman, that girl, that colleague of ours is always there to encourage and inspire us. That's why today friendship is too complex, because those whose parents were killed by their friends, their children are afraid having true friends today. What do you want them to do? It's important for us to learn to inculcate the habit of having true friends. We know how we live in a complex society. We must not neglect that we are in Africa where things are very complex, but let us endeavor to have someone we can lean on in times of difficulty. And so that's our reflection this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are inviting Longe to do for us Kan Lom E Content. When man is happy, what happens? Enjoy the piece and I shall be back after that.
Est-ce que les hommes sont contents ce soir? Vous savez, quand l'homme est content, c'est la joie à la maison. C'est le bonheur de tout le monde. Les cotisations assurées. Longue aussi. Est-ce que les hommes sont contents? Les hommes du sommet France-Afrique. Est-ce que Siri Onobiore est content? Oyemba. Est-ce que monsieur le premier ministre du Gabon est content? Oyemba. Est-ce que Bilingue est content? Depuis Adam, l'homme est le maître de la terre. Depuis Adam, l'homme est le maître de l'univers. Il a exterminé ses ennemis, les dinosaures anéantis, les lions et les autres bêtes féroces dominés. Depuis Adam, l'homme est le maître de la terre. Tous les grands travaux reposent sur ses épaules. Aïe aïe aïe, mon électricité, oh, c'est l'invention de l'homme. Les avions, les fusées, les autos, les trains et les navires, les maisons et les buildings, les cités et les pays, ça c'est toujours l'homme. Et lorsqu'il rentre à la maison fatigué de sa journée de travail, il a besoin des paroles douces, couronnées de baisers étourdissants. Samoa, que de lui pour Boukalranta, de lui pour ici, tu te promènes trop, je ne veux plus que tu te balades. Et qu'est-ce qui se passe ta secrétaire à Bonanjo? Aïe aïe aïe. Alors il sera irrité, il sera fâché. Et lorsque l'homme se passe la guerre, les coups de poing, aïe aïe aïe. Autant pour vous qu'il soit content, content. Parce que quand il est temps, c'est la joie à la maison. Quand l'homme est content, c'est le bonheur de tout le monde. Quand l'homme est content, quand l'homme est content, il fait des promesses, aïe aïe aïe. Si c'est de l'argent, je trouve un compte en banque. Chérie, je veux la voiture, oh, aïe aïe aïe. Tu l'auras demain. Chérie, je veux voyager, oh. Je t'amène en France. Yaya, tu veux voyager, oh, aïe aïe aïe. Allons à Yabassi, je te donne tout Mario. Alors mais content, oui rien n'est impossible, mamie. Oh oh, quand l'homme est content, c'est la joie. Il t'amène à l'hôtel manger. Il t'amène partout visiter les silacs et tout ce que tu veux. Quand l'homme est content, c'est la joie à la maison. Quand l'homme est content, les cotisations assurées. Quand l'homme est content, il paraît que les femmes sont fâchées ce soir, hein? Et quand la femme se fâche, c'est très grave. Elle casse tout à la maison. La télévision à terre. Écoute. La femme africaine, européenne, américaine, homme asiatique, elle est toujours la femme de Bangola, c'est-à-dire notre mère, notre fille, notre soeur et enfin notre épouse. Alors il ne faut donc jamais promettre à la femme, lorsqu'on n'est pas sûr de tenir ses engagements. Et alors tant pis pour vous, elle s'en ira loin de vous, dans les bras d'un fléman. Et alors tant pis pour vous, vous serez jaloux. Tant pis pour vous mon ami, vous serez déçus. André Siaka, la femme qu'elle soit noire, blanche, jaune, métisse ou albinos caribou, elle est toujours la femme. Longue, j'accepte. Il ne faut donc jamais promettre à la femme terre et ciel si l'on n'est pas capable de les posséder, mon ami Olivier. Et alors tant pis pour vous, car elle s'en ira loin de vous, dans les bras d'un Bamenda. attention, attention à la femme, parce qu'elles sont méchantes dans les colères. Elles sont mauvaises dans les colères. Elles sont jalouses dans les colères. Quand la femme se fâche, il n'y a plus de promesses à voilà. Quand la femme se fâche, ton secret est dehors à Bafoussam. Si tu es vendu comme petit le gros, elle va chanter. Si tu es costaud comme monsieur Limbi, elle va te trahir. Quand la femme se fâche, il n'y a plus de confiance. Si ça ne se lève pas comme longueur, elle va te trahir. J'ai donné, donne deux. Quand la femme se fâche, il n'y a plus de promesses.
Je ne veux plus vivre avec toi. Je ne veux plus vivre dans tes bras. Laisse-moi donc tenter ma chance avec un péman, car je sais que je suis encore bien jolie. Avec toi je risque de gâcher ma vie.
Docteur Gaba, est-ce que les hommes sont contents? Docteur Gaba, est-ce que Docteur Gaba est content? Quand la femme se fâche, elle va chanter, petit et costaud. Adamana est barbu, Bana est soula, Kambiam est vendu, Longa est mignon, Longa est galant, cela se sait. Quand la femme se fâche, et c'est maudit l'amour. Quand la femme se fâche, elle va chanter, petit et costaud. Adamana est barbu, Bana est soula, petit logo est vendu. Amende Sosowai, Amende Dipawa, Mona je suis galant.
Beautiful music there from Longue, ladies and gentlemen. Kanlom e Kontan. You got it all, right? So that's it. That was how we decided to light up this week's flame, that we should inspire someone somewhere about friendship. Who do you consider as a friend? Do you consider your wife as your best friend? Some do consider, because with them they feel comfortable, they feel confident that my wife is the best. She cannot leak my secret anywhere. She best masters what I like and what I do not like. But there are some men who do not trust their wives, so right? And there are some women, they don't trust their husbands. It's versa, right? All right, that's how we are rolling here, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. Permit me to remind you all that who are just joining us that we are streaming live on Facebook, Home Morning, and of course that's Home TV, and of course our YouTube channel, Home TV Cameroon. Go there, share the link. We shall be delighted to know where you are reaching us this morning from, and perhaps it's your birthday. Permit us to say good morning. Those of you who were born on the 14th of April. It's your birthday. Celebrate it like a day never before. You still have over 365 days added to you. Just ensure that you live it to the best. And so that's how we are rolling, and we are moving on to our next lot, which happens to be our health secret. This morning, being told that Dr. Richard Fro has in stock something sweet and something remarkable for us to enjoy and learn something new as far as health secret is concerned. Hello, Doc. Good morning and welcome.
You are welcome once more to the program Home Secret. Today, I will be explaining or expatiating on issues that will create some awareness to help us realize why man is sick each day and looking for doctors, looking for healers, moving from one place to another with deplorable health situations. Why is it that man is always sick? Man, notwithstanding his knowledge, man has a well-developed brain. He has a mind. He has a spirit. He's controlled by the Spirit of God. But he's always sick. Sick, in need of doctors, in need of pastors, in need of prophets each day. But the animals in the wild, they don't know how to pray. They just eat anyhow. They don't even wash their food. They eat with dirty hands. They don't brush their mouth, their teeth. They sleep under very bad or harsh conditions, beaten by mosquitoes, insects. They wound themselves. They eat dirty food, infected food with bacteria, fungi, parasites, viruses, toxins. But they don't have doctors. They are always healthy. They are always fresh. They are always strong. But man, on the contrary, notwithstanding his well-developed brain, man is educated. Until we answer the question why, then the health of man will continue to decay with time. What do I mean by decaying with time? Those who have studied geography, if they say something decays with time, you hear of half-life. I mean, with time, the health of man will be deteriorating. The lifespan of man will be reducing with time until become a time that if man manages to reach 10 years or clock 10 years, it means he has tried. Man is sick because man is breaking the rules kept in place by his creator, the Almighty God, that will guide him. In a nutshell, most of our health problems are coming because of dietary divergence.
Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. You are once more welcome to Health Secret. I'm your African doctor, African medicine man who deals with medicine. The one you know is healer, Dr. Richard Fru of the Garden of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa with acronym GENUA. Today I'm going to be talking about herpes simplex virus. That's stubborn virus. That's what I will lecture on. Herpes simplex virus infection, abbreviated as HSV, abbreviated medically as HSV. You have HSV1 and HSV2, that is herpes simplex virus 1 and herpes simplex virus 2. Most people carry this virus, but they are inactive in so many people until activated by stress or stressor agents, and when they become active to deactivate them, that is where the trouble comes. Many people are carriers. Many people are carriers of this virus, but it doesn't manifest in them. When they say you're a carrier, mean you have it, but it doesn't manifest in you. And the people have it, is in them, it always comes, they break out when you are stressed out, your body frequency, body energy drops, they come out. You know, every germ operates at a frequency. Viruses operate more at a frequency of 65, is it 62? Yes, 65 megahertz. Any frequency, body frequency, when it's below 65 megahertz, viruses operate. The viruses are the highest microorganism entity that operate at very high frequency. At 65 megahertz, most germs in the body will die off, but viruses will thrive. So when your frequency drops, body frequency drops below 65 megahertz, viruses start manifesting in your body. And that is why the secret of viruses is working through the immune system and building your energy, body frequency to go above 65 to 70 and above, and then conquer all viruses in your system. It's not about looking for viruses to kill in the system. First of all, like the herpes simplex virus 2, that is genital, that attacked by the genitals, they call it genital herpes. That virus is very stubborn because it lives in the nerve, especially along nerve endings, not directly in the blood. That is why it's very difficult to handle. And it's your immune system that have to handle it, that look for where the foreign body. Until your immune system becomes powerful, the cells, the system become powerful than operate at a frequency that is higher than that of that virus. before you can conquer it. But if the viral frequency is higher than yours, it will keep conquering you. Life is all about energy. I keep saying this, all about energy. When you have energy to a certain level, the energy that you have above that particular energy, you can drink poison or harm you. The energies that you can chew blade to become like biscuit, the energy that you can chew knife, chew pieces of iron become the biscuit, the energy that can work on poison, the energy that of different energy level, a stronger energy rule. Once the energy is above that of what tries to affect you, you rule over that thing, you conquer it. So it's all about energy. Traditional medicine is all about removing what brings down your energy, then pumping in what will raise your body energy to conquer evil. It's different from what incriminate microbes and look for the incriminated microbe to kill. We don't kill microbes. The way we operate, just like your house is dirty flies are there, you don't look for flies to kill. You remove the what attract and keep the flies, you wash out and flies disappear without you asking them to leave. So when the micro are thriving in your system, we clean the system, raise your body energy. We don't beg them to leave. They will leave without anybody after they leave or die off. That is the secret in traditional medicine. Don't take our medicine to go and taste in the lab where you can kill a microbe. You may not kill it because it's not going there to kill. It's going there to walk through your immune system. Hey, dear researchers, don't allow books to be confusing you, making you acting like babies every day. Because each time when you come beside me, start asking, they are medicine, they don't go test them for lab, as they be tested in lab. I start looking at you as babies. And when I start talking to you like baby, you say Dr. Fu is always trying to downgrade you people, is always trying to discredit your education. Yeah, I discredit you because it makes you talk, when you come beside me, try to understand when you come beside me, talk like intellectual. Don't come be talking that book beside me because I may end up disgracing you. Don't come and start questioning my message, sometimes you are blind how my message functions. I will disgrace you. So our message go into the system but to work indirectly because every micro has its own thing that keeps it in the body. It has its substrate. Every germ has its substrate in the body. What we do is to carry out research, bring anything that will remove what fits that microbe in the system. Microbes don't live in healthy tissues. Microbes don't eat healthy tissues. They eat the tissue rich unhealthy tissues. And what are unhealthy tissues? Tissues that are rich in sugar, rich in acid, rich in toxins, rich in all the evil that kills them. It's just in the lab. When you are culturing bacteria in the lab, when we are culturing bacteria in the lab, bacteria don't just grow in any agar or any substrate prepared in the lab. They grow on the substrate that what makes them grow have been applied on that substrate. You grow them on what that thing has not been applied, they will not grow. So when bacteria is growing in your body, proliferating in your body, spreading all over, it means that your body is rich in substrate, what makes them grow. If you can remove those things, detox your system, remove all those things, bacteria will cease to grow in your system. This is where what makes who we are the knowledge. And this is what makes us different from the normal doctor that go and read books and be prescribing things to kill germs, chasing microbes. This is what makes Dr. Fu different from a normal blind practitioner. Because we master these secrets that I'm telling you every day for more than 27 years. Since 1995, I keep telling you. These are the secrets. When you master these secrets, then you know what to take when you are sick. So herpes virus, you have herpes simplex virus 1, herpes simplex virus 2. You have herpes simplex virus 1 and herpes simplex virus 2. The one type, the HSV1, abbreviated as HSV1, the 2 is abbreviated as HSV2. The type 1 is that which usually attacks the mouth, the lips, when your energy drops. While the type 2 attacks by the genital, it's called genital herpes. You see, this also draws us back to where I say every microbe in the system looks for its own morbid. It means that the mouth is mostly impregnated with the morbid that the type 1 loves. where around the genitals it is impregnated with the more bits that the type 2 loves. So you see, that is how micro operate. That is why a micro, there is some micro that will operate only in the liver, but they will not operate in the kidney, because the kidney does not have what they love eating. It's in the liver. Where then you go again, another will operate in the heart, they will not operate in another part. So will operate in the brain and not in the another part. This comes to solidify my explanation how micro operates in the system, and why you have to master the human health in order to get rid of microbes. If you want to cure herpes 1, you need to know why the herpes 1 is around the mouth. You know what impregnated in the cells of the mouth that attracts them by there. And you give medicine that go and remove those things, and the virus will disappear without you even killing them. They can die on their own of hunger. But there are many ways to cure diseases. Either you starve the disease to death by removing what it lives on, or you flush it out, or even kill it directly. So there are many ways. So in Geneva, we have carried out a lot of research, produced medicines over the years that has cured people of herpes simplex virus. Even though the reoccurrence at times, because you can cure people, the system minimize the virus to a threshold value. They can even go to the lab, they don't see anything. But after some time, due to our lifestyle, the normal lifestyle that make our body substrate, make our body rich for what? Manure, that make your body full of manure that nests viruses of different types. After some time, when you eat those same things, all those like sugar, the sweet drinks, eat all the bad food, they go and make your body again a manure to breed those things, even those that were suppressed, they reoccur. The little quantity your immunity was supposed to suppress, all the bad food impair your immunity. They also make your body a substrate, a manure, a breeding ground for the virus. It resurfaces again after you have gone. So that means that when you are cured of it, it can go permanent. It can go permanent. After curing, you maintain a lifestyle that keeps your energy level at top. You don't take anything that makes your body food for bacteria, food for viruses. You eat but the thing that we advise people to eat, thing that alkalinizes your blood, nothing that make your blood acidic, make your blood toxic, nothing that impair your immunity, the thing that boosts your immunity, detox the system, raise your energy level, raise your vibration, raise your frequency against above invading micro or entities involving all the other one they call evil spirit and so on. Because viruses are strong like evil spirit, we even call them spirits. We even think the viruses are things from the spiritual world that come into the human system because they are almost of that frequency. So in Geneva, we have produced special methods. We just came up with the latest that we believe this labor we are carrying out is very effective. We want to mostly use it abroad because this herpes is very common abroad. Don't mind about those fake statistics. Those people who like to paint Africa black, they keep saying that those all the STIs, the viruses, herpes are common in Africa. The thing is like nearly everyone there has it, but they hide it. Just the same like they hide all their slums in US where people sleep under cars and so on. They hide all the evil. They only snap 9 houses, skyscraper and show us. You think America is a heaven, but when you go there you see hell. Why with us we do the opposite? We hide all the good houses, all the good environment, all the good things. We snap the house, we are suffering and so on, sending that way to beg money, to beg for help. They think we are monkeys sleeping on trees. The highest sickness, the worst sicknesses are that way. I'm talking like a doctor. I consult people, I cannot, and if of different races, they are my patient, white. I consult them, treat them all over the world. I know what is there. I have families there. I know what is there. Africa is heaven, but they make us look at heaven as hell. That's why people are dying in the Mediterranean every day because they're looking for greener pasture. Don't know that they're going where there's dry pasture. You earn 50,000 a year or 100,000 a month. You have more than somebody who earns even 2-3 million that way. Because at the end of the month, the person will pay only bills, and they will even have a way of tying their line, give you a house loan, car loan, so that you will remain a slave there. You will never live again, working to build those nations. You'll be moving and looking at skyscraper, but you own none. You only look at them where owned by the state. But here you can own your own. You can own your houses. You see somebody, any little salary can be in a sun-dried brick house in the village. But then you move a mile here, somebody say, I bought a house. You don't even own the house. They lie, they mortgage it, they take for borrow. They'll be working and paying for years. But they will tell that I bought a house, they are not borrowing anything. It's borrow. They instead of saying that they have borrowed a house to be paying gradually, they say they have bought a house. They have borrowed a house, not bought. So I'm bringing in this to show you so also understand what is actually existing in social life, economic life that they are manipulating with us is the same thing that is happening under health. They manipulate, think that Africa has the worst of disease that way. So we mastered this disease because we have been treating people for decades. Recently, we have come out with one of the latest products. It's given strictly on prescription for herpes. It's called Hepazone. It does not only end for herpes, it also handles a variety of viral infections. One of the latest products. So I'm calling on all those who are suffering from herpes simplex virus. If you like, go and research. They say it has no cure. They only fight by the symptoms when they break out. But what I'm telling you is what you follow and you get healed. It works through the immune system. It works in detox. Supplying energy, nutrients to the system, creating an environment that the virus cannot live, charging your nerves, doing a lot of work. It has been produced with certain plants. It's a gadget. So I call everybody who is suffering from herpes simplex virus, genital herpes. Genital herpes is that one, the symptom most of the time, how it comes, when you are stressed. Before it comes, you start feeling some heat around your genital, you feel some heat somewhere, you feel some abnormalities, you can even have bad dreams and so on. There's somewhere along the line you find something like got fire, smoke blisters around your genital or somewhere, even put up. It comes and goes once in a while, comes and goes, at times itches. With a type 2, type 1 around the mouth, you also have night fire. That's how it operates. But it destroys. People take it lightly, it destroys. I know so many people that thing have destroyed them, killed them when it reaches a certain level. So take it seriously. I'm not saying this to frighten anybody, but I'm just saying it to make people to be conscious because people neglect them and it destroys them without them knowing. So I call on all those who are suffering from genital herpes, you come to Genoa to get the best healing that you have to heal yourself of genital herpes. And the treatment does not only end for herpes 1, it cures for all the herpes and a wide spectrum of viral infection in the system. And it does not only end there, it works even against bacteria, viruses, and so on. It has a lot to do in your system. So I wish you all the best and invite all those who think they are suffering from genital herpes, or if you don't even know you suspect, you come. The tests are very expensive, but we are doing the test, carrying out the test cheap. So you come, we are not doing but this rapid test or this small test. They come and they do use kit or whatsoever. We are doing but ELISA test for herpes. We are doing quantitative analysis for herpes, and we make the test cheaper than anywhere you go. Because if you come for the test, I would like to say for the test we do herpes 1 and herpes 2 is just 25,000. But if you go to other hospitals and so on, it's from 30,000 upwards, some places even 30, 40, 50. They are always subsidize everything, but people will still move around, say, Dr. Frey, expensive. It's just like we do ELISA test for chlamydia, one of the best tests for chlamydia. We used to do it 7,000. We discovered that even in so many hospitals that are being subsidized, they do it from 10,000. We raise our own to 8,000. Most tests, our tests we do very quality tests, but we make them cheaper than any lab that you can go. I'm not saying to invite anybody to come to my lab. I welcome laboratory tests to renowned labs, especially government labs. I welcome laboratory tests because I know government labs, they have one of the very good machines. But when tests come from private laboratory, most of the time I'm very skeptical because most people go for private laboratory, they want to maximize the profit. But I know of very good private hospitals and laboratories that work with conscience. They have good material. That when you bring a laboratory test, don't come to me and say, I want to say to you, I say, nah, I've conducted test that way. No, you're conducted, but not with me. Not with me. You go to my own and do, because I have trust in my own test that I request. And even if I'm not doing the test, I'm saying somewhere, I request the method I want the test to be used, I want them to use to conduct the test. Because you don't only bring tests to me and say, people are coming to me with laboratory test positive, but I request my own method, I want the test to be conducted, they did them all negative. And so Many come to, they say negative, but I do the test is positive. So it is a method, and what they are using to conduct the test that matter. What they are using, is it original, from which country, and who is doing it? The person is an expert, and what conditions were those reagents or the things that they are using to conduct the test taught? Are they overused? Are they new? Or are they old things that they have used until they have lost their senses of picking out diseases in the body? Those are questions they were asked. We are talking conduct herpes test, start suspecting herpes, but that is not all the symptoms. Some not will come there around the buttock. Some women or some people just a spot in the buttock. Some rash will come, itch go, inflammation come, go, make 1 or 2 months come, and those things always come when you stress, your energy drop, because life is all about energy. So pass the message you have heard, and those who think you have this infection or any other disease, you must not only limit yourself on what I'm lecturing on. Any other disease that you need our help, you come to Geneva. We are experts. We will help to consult you, diagnose your disease, and they give you the right treatment. And when you go to any of our center, there you will get through the contacts that we are given on the screen. Trust the people who are working there. Follow what they tell you to do. Then you take an appointment on the
of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa, Ginewa, our headquarters, Boya, Wonyamavio, Mile 18, Munya Road. Contact 674-286-493. Kumba, beside CPDM Hall, Kumba Town. Contact 674-288-671. Douala, besides Tropicana Ancien Route Beseke Bonaberi. Contact 674-289-523 or 695-936-243. Yaoundé, Biamasilak, from former Texaco, MRS, former Shell Simeon. Contact 674-289-112 or 657-018-758. Bamenda, Jumabo Mankan, Bamenda again, behind Total Commercial Avenue. Contact 677-319-866. Limbe, Carr Street, Newtown. Contact 674-288-957. Bafoussam, behind Légion de Gendarmerie. Contact 680-219-145 or 697-921-385. For consultations only, contact his healer, Dr. Richard Fro at 677-628-980 or 699-958-893.
Home morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like Reflection, Health, Discovery, Talking Points, Press Review, Pigeon News, our guest of the day, Sports, Culture, and Public Opinion. Make it a date with us on the show as we usher you to the dawn of a new day with renewed energy. Home Morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like Reflection, Health, Discovery, Talking Points, Press Review, Pigeon News, our guest of the day, Sports, Culture, and Public Opinion. Make it a date with us on the show as we usher you to the dawn of a new day with renewed energy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Many thanks to you, Dr. Richard Froome, for edifying us about what we need to do as far as our health is concerned. Run to Geneva if you've got any health complication, for it is a place that many have come to testify. So you too should be able to join those who have benefited from its miracle and a whole lot of it all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving over to our next slot, which happens to be a guided tour to the newspaper stands this morning. Our press review slot. On our press review slot this morning, ladies and gentlemen, to get to understand what the tablets are telling us, we begin with the lone daily Balinga newspaper, which happens to be Cameroon Tribune. Cameroon Tribune this morning captures on unity and living together. President Paul Biya has been sending plenty of messages on the social media. If you want to get to understand just what President Paul Biya has been preaching about peace and living together on the social media, then grab a copy of today's edition of the bilingual newspaper Cameroon Tribune. Still inside Cameroon Tribune, another story you can read. It says that secondary education, electronic boards in schools, 100, and of course 100 magic boards were on Friday, April 11, 2025, distributed to schools across the country by the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Nalova Lyonga. The initiative, which is to be extended to other institutions, is intended to modernize teaching in Cameroon. Details of this story you can read on page 16 and 17 on Cameroon Tribune today. Still inside Cameroon Tribune, Kolo Famba. The paper takes us to Kolo Famba to say nearly 700 million francs were stolen. The incident occurred on Friday, April 11, 2025 in a locality event was chaired on Saturday at the launch by the Minister of Basic Education, Professor Laurent Serge Tudingwa. And of course, in its foreign page in Cameroon Tribune this morning, he talks about the just ended elections in Gabon, says that Olingi Ngema is champion. These stories and many more you can read in today's edition on Cameroon Tribune. We leave Cameroon Tribune to go over to our sister media, that's Cameroon Insider, which of course says that government secures smart board for secondary schools. And of course, this is an initiative championed by the Ministry of Secondary Education, which you can read as far as today's edition of Cameroon Insider is concerned. And the paper says that May 20, without glitches, security chiefs take pause of nation. And the paper says that the minister delegate at the presidency in charge of defense, Joseph Betia Somo, says the security situation in the country is generally under control. A few weeks to the celebration of the National Day next May 20, speaking in Yaoundé on April 10 after an in-camera meeting, Mr. Betia Somo assured that the defense and security forces are nonetheless hard at work to nip any potential threat instigated to frustrate the event. This story you can read on today's edition on the page 3 inside Cameroon Insider. We still inside Cameroon Insider. Police rescue 443 Cameroonians from human trafficking over to that is the Eagle's Eye. The Eagle's Eye this morning, in an exclusive interview with Honorable Malumba Esembe, the paper says that Honorable Malumba Esembe believes Professor Nalova's elevation signals a new era of politics, strength and unity in FACO division. A voice for FACO at the center, leadership rooted in integrity, a unifier with a developmental vision, a homecoming that ignited a movement marching towards 2025 with renewed purpose. The details of this interview, this exclusive interview of Honorable Malumba Esebe, who is a member of parliament from the Boya Urban constituency, you can get on page 2 in today's edition of the Eagle's Eye. In the Eagle's Eye, again, a new chapter for Joseph Lim in the CPDM. Education Committee holds Bia's visionary leadership. You can get details of this on page 5 on today's edition of the Eagle's Eye. Let's leave the Eagle's Eye this morning and go back to another paper. That's Echo Outlook. Echo Outlook says that Mbangem Nguti Road Project, Kope Maninguba mobilizes for Grand Thank You rally to head of state in Bangem on May 3. The population of Kope Maninguba division are preparing to say a big thank you to President Paul Biya for tarring the Bangem Nguti Road project. If you want to get to understand what the population, the elite of Kope Maninguba are planning to say or to do, and how the event is supposed to unravel on May 3, 2025, then I encourage you all to grab a copy of today's edition of Echo Outlook. Still inside Echo Outlook, the paper says that 44 Cameroonians are arrested in Ghana for internet fraud and human trafficking. You can get details of this story on page 5 in today's edition of Echo Outlook. Echo Outlook equal Outlook. We leave Echo Outlook this morning to get down to breaking news, which is a bilingual newspaper on the stands this morning. The paper says that after 1992, what awaits Anglophones in 2025? And you can see the photos of Abel Zonga, Joshua Osi, and Akere Mona. And of course, you want to get to understand what breaking news is proposing, that after 1992, what awaits Anglophones in 2025. Then I encourage you all to grab a copy of today's edition of the breaking newspaper. Now, the paper equally says that truth versus falsehood, the real story behind the smear campaign against moderator emeritus Reverend Dr. at first ordinary session, Tico Mayor get thumbs up for realizing 65% of 2025 budget. If you want to get to understand just how the session unfolded and why they are giving the mayor of Tico Council a thumbs up, for realizing 65% of the budget. Then get a copy of today's edition of the Horizon paper. The Horizon this morning equally says, ahead of 2025 presidential election, Akeremuna begins nationwide consultation tour. Of the Horizon paper. The Horizon equally says, Minfi boss refutes reports implicating Biya loyalists in money laundering scandal. Of recent, the government of Cameroon who are involved with money laundering. And the paper says that Minfi boss, that's Minister Louis Pomotaze, has rubbished source allegations about such. Of course, you want to get to understand how the games are unfolding, which of course started fully yesterday, Sunday. Then grab a copy of today's edition of the Dawn paper. The Dawn equally says that Boya Mayor inaugurates Moki's denizens around the Moki garage were crying foul after the bridge collapsed, and the mayor David Mavani Namange has finally inaugurated the bridge, which of course was innovated some few months back. And of course, we still inside